Welcome to the 21st race of the 2014 NASCAR Spring Up Series season, as we are live from the Pocono Raceway in Long Pond, Pennsylvania for today's GoBowling.com 400 here at the Tricky Triangle for 20 laps of racing for today's race. 6 races are remaining on the schedule before we hit the playoffs to crown ourselves a champion at the end of the season. And starting on the front row today are the 99 of Carl Edwards and the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. He'll be the front row. 2 former Pocono winners. And then on row 2 we got the 2 Penske Fords of Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano. Row 3 we had the number 24 Jeff Gordon and the 14 of Tony Stewart. Row 4, the 11 of Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick. Row 5 will be Casey Kane and Martin Truex Jr. closing us down to the green flag. Matt Kenseth is still our point leader. He has a 5-point lead on the 2 car of Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, Joey Logano, and Kyle Larson, your top 5 in points. And Kyle Busch, Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard, Kurt Busch, and Carl Edwards, your top 10.
Start your engines!
Greg Biffle got his first win of the season last week at Indy. Well, who will be taking home the checkered flag here today at Pocono. The pace car will lead the field on to the racetrack, and we're going to take you to your starting grid. Okay, we are going green here. Carl Edwards in the 99 and Jimmy Johnson, 48, your front row. Then Keselowski and Logano on row 2. Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart on row 3. All 42 cars were able to fire up their engines successfully, and they are all going to be able to take the green flag. 20 laps of racing and a final race here at Pocono of the 2014 season. The top 7 are all former Pocono winners. The top 7, along with Casey Kane, starting 9th. Coming down to take the green flag, the fans are on their feet, and Edwards and Johnson will lead the field down to the green flag to get the GoBowling.com 400 under the green flag. They race off in the turn 1. We got the trouble for the 95 of Michael McDowell. He is low in the back. They come off turn 1 for the first time today. Logano trying to get a run on the 2 of Keselowski. The 3 wide for 5th place. Let's go back to the 95. Here's Michael McDowell. Kind of hard to say what is wrong with the 95. Johnson looks like he'll be settling in the 2nd. The battle will continue for 3rd place. Logano and Keselowski. There's Denny Hamlin in the 11 on the inside, right behind the 2 car. And Logano will get the run on. He had a big run on the outside. He's going to catch the 48 of Johnson, and he'll look to the inside coming down the front straightaway. And the 3 wide all deep through the field. Johnson gets Logano room, and he'll move to the inside. And Edwards in the 99 is trying to pull away from 2nd place, soon to be Joey Logano. Casey Kane looks like he was able to get around Denny Hamlin. Now he's working on the 2 of Keselowski. But not so fast. Johnson's fighting back on the outside. We got a crash in the back. Martin Truex Jr. and Kyle Busch. That's crashed in the back. Caution will wave. Logano gets by Johnson. So does Keselowski. Now Kane and Hamlin working on the 48 of Johnson. There's Kurt Busch in the 41 also. To the inside, there's Logano in the 2nd. Keselowski, Casey Kane, and Denny Hamlin will be your top 5. Coming out of turn number 4. And there's the damage on the 51, Justin Allgaier. One of our Rookie of the Year candidates. Has had a tough season. 30th in points in that 51 car. And it looks like he will not be getting the result he was hoping for in today's race. The other rookie, Austin Dillon. Dillon is 23rd in points. Joe Nemechek has damage. So does Stenhouse. And Brian Vickers in the 55 has damaged. Kyle Busch, Martin Truex, JJ Yeley, Timmy Hill. Last week's winner Greg Biffle has damage as well. The first two courses I saw spinning was a 78 of Truex and the 18 of Kyle Busch. And we're gonna go back and see if we can find a replay of what put us under the yellow flag for the first time today. And then it looks like it was a pretty big wreck too. Looks like Allmendinger turned Austin Dillon up the track and there's Allgaier being collected. He goes upside down. I'm gonna follow along with this wreck first. And you saw right there what happened. Kyle Busch and Martin Truex goes for a spin. Newman and Menard, the two RCR cars, does a nice job getting by. That could have ended their days. Let's go back to the crash with Austin Dillon and Allgaier. So Allmendinger is trying to give Junior some room. Comes down, ends up clipping the right rear corner panel of the three of Dillon. There's Jamie McMurray being collected. Stenhouse, Biffle. Biffle gets rear-ended by Cole Witt. Brian Vickers goes around. Sorensen runs into 55. Biffle comes back up the track and hits the outside wall. There's Casey Mears involved. Joe Nemechek. Timmy Hill. I believe this is Timmy Hill's first race at Fastlane Racing this year. And Michael McDowell, that was a pretty big break for the 95 of McDowell. Comes back on the track. He is, I believe, might be on the lead lap. We got some guys on pit road. The 34 David Reagan has some damage. Reed Sorensen has some damage. Mainly the cars that got damaged out of that has came to pit road. Joe Nemechek is out of the race along with Austin Dillon, Casey Mears, JJ Yeley, Timmy Hill, Landon Castle, Dave Blaney, and Cole Witt. So those are some of the drivers who have already retired. So has the one car of Jamie McMurray. Looks like we'll be going back to green on lap 7 of 20. And pretty much everything is the same. Carl Edwards is your leader, Joey Logano second, and Casey Kane third, Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson your top 5. Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Gordon, and Clint Boyer your top 10. And Eric Almirola is 11th. Ryan Newman, Marcus Ambrose, Kyle Larson, Matt Kenseth, AJ Allmendinger, Paul Menard, Ryan Truex, Michael Annett, and Josh Wise. Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, Keselowski's back in 23rd. I believe he came down pit road. Martin Truex Jr., David Gilliland, David Stremme, David Reagan, Brian Vickers, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Greg Biffle. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr. is 31st. The list of drivers who are out of the race are McMurray, Witt, Sorensen, Blaney, Castle, Hill, Yeley, Mears, Dillon, Allgaier, and Nemechek. Carl Edwards in the 99 has 2 wins this year at Kansas and Charlotte. He also won the All-Star race this year. Joey Logano has 1 win that came in race number 2 of the year at Phoenix. Casey Kane has not been in victory lane. Right now he is 16th in points. A win could be huge for him, and a win could really be big for his teammate, the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Kurt Busch has a win, but Tony Stewart does not. Kevin Harvick has a win. Jeff Gordon has a win. Clint Boyer does not. 6 races remaining before we'll be hitting the playoffs. We got some guys up front that are looking for that first win to get in the chase, and the green flag is back out. Logano gets a great jump on the 99. Casey Kane got a good jump, but he'll be pushed to outside by Denny Hamlin in the 11. And here comes Logano to the inside with Denny Hamlin on his back bumper. A 4-time winner pushing a 1-time winner here at Pocono to the lead. Goes Joey Logano. But look at that move by the 11. Denny Hamlin restarted 4th, already battling for the lead as they enter the tunnel turn. And there goes a 41 of Kurt Busch. Watch out, he's going to come up into Kyle Larson. Kurt Busch, Eric Almirola, and his teammate Ambrose, who gets hit hard by the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Caution will weigh once again, and Kenseth driving through the grass. And Logano was able to hold the lead away from the 11 of Hamlin. Edwards, Kane, and Johnson will be a top 5. And Kevin Harvick, well, he just wrecked his teammate, Kurt Busch. Following along with the 4, Harvick, right there, he looks like he's just going to get into the left rear corner panel of the 41. And the 41 comes up into Kyle Larson. And Almirola and Ambrose is instant victims. There's Earnhardt Jr. here, just nowhere to go for the 88. Just runs into the 9 of Ambrose, and they both are out of the race. The other 3 were able to drive away. And looks like Dale Jr. will not be able to go back-to-back wins at Pocono. This is where he got his 2nd win of the year. And Jr. and Ambrose are both out of the race. Okay, we are going back green. We got some more stories developing. The 42 of Kyle Larson has took his girl behind the wall, and so has the 14 of Tony Stewart. A suspension issue on the 14, so that is why he has went behind the wall into the garage. Tough break for Tony Stewart. He was 14th in points. Joey Logano will be our leader. Denny Hamlin 2nd, Carl Edwards 3rd, Casey Kane and Kevin Harvick, Clint Bowyer, Michael McDowell, Jimmy Johnson, AJ Allmendinger, and Jeff Gordon top 10. Josh Wise, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Newman, Michael Annett, Martin Truex, Ryan Truex, Eric Almirola, David Gillen, Kyle Busch, and David Reagan. Your top 20. So looks like some guys probably stayed out. Michael McDowell is right now 7th, so I'm guessing maybe the 48. The 48 must have came down pit road, and not sure about the 15 or the 4. The top 4 though looks pretty much the same. So coming out of turn number 4 to get this race back underway on lap 12 of 20. It will be 8 to go. It'll be 9 to go at Pocono for Joey Logano, who finished second last week to Greg Biffle at Indy. Will lead the field back down to the green flag. And the 11 did not get a good jump there on the restart. Now Casey Kane going to the inside of Carl Edwards for 3rd place. Got Clint Bowyer on the inside of Kevin Harvick. There's Johnson driving by Michael McDowell, who's a little bit slower. To Jeff Gordon, AJ Allmendinger drives by the 95 of McDowell, who's just not as fast as some of these bigger teams. And Denny Hamlin is catching the 22. Now Johnson looks to the inside of Bowyer for the 5th spot. Or 6th spot, actually. The top 2 trying to pull away. Joey Logano has to lead Denny Hamlin 2nd. Casey Kane was able to get to 3rd. Something must have happened to the 48 of Johnson. I think he got loose or something, because the 15, who was about to be passed by the 48, is pulled away from the 48, and now the 2 car in the 24 is now driving by the 48. But Johnson will fight back on the inside of his teammates. Looks like the top 7 right now are all single file. A great run out of Josh Wise, right now running 12th. Michael McDowell 13th. Michael Annett 14th. We've seen some good runs out of the 7 car. Ryan Truex having a great run in that 83 car as well. Keselowski passes the 99 of Carl Edwards. That will move him up into 6th. Denny Hamlin is trailing the 22 of Joey Logano. Casey Kane, Kevin Harvick, and Clint Bowyer, your top 5. 2 of them has not been in victory lane this year. Kane and Bowyer. And now the battle. Now Jeff Gordon, the 24, looks like he was going to go to the inside of the 99. Does not do that. And now the 48 of Johnson, who picked to the inside of the 24. He's gonna maybe. That's going to hurt him actually, because here comes Allmendinger and Newman on the outside of the 48. Newman might back off, but the 47 still fighting on the outside of the 48 of Johnson, heading into the tunnel turn. Still, well needed run though for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. And now Hamlin is being caught by the 5 of Casey Kane, who has caught the 11, and he has to avoid Kevin Harvick on his back bumper. And this is allowing the 22 of Joey Logano to pull away. Keselowski in the 2 car has caught the 15 of Clint Boyer. Let's check in and see where our point leader Matt Kenseth is running right now in the 20. Matt is right now running 21st, and there goes Josh Wise. He just came down into the 27 of Paul Menard. I have no idea what that was about. After that win last week, and we'll get to that, as here comes Casey Kane. It looks like he was picking to the inside, but could not make nothing happen. It looks like they're starting to maybe close the gap a little bit on the 22. Hamlin was quick the last time by, then Logano. Keselowski running in a little high line at turn 3, and we got a caution on the track. And the 34 of David Reagan, 83 of Ryan Truex, and the 33 of David Strimmy looks like are the guys involved. And we're gonna have to find it. Here it is. Looks like the rookie Ryan Truex and the other rookie Michael Annett are going to be involved in this. Looks like Truex gets loose on the inside of Almirola, comes up into Michael Annett, and gets turned up into the 43 of Almirola. Eric drives away, but Annett turns the 83 Ryan Truex back around, and you see a lot of front end damage on that Borla exhaust Toyota of Ryan Truex. He does drive away. Question is, will we be able to go back green? Does these guys have enough fuel? And Ryan Truex has to get his car behind the wall, so tough break for the rookie who was having a pretty good run, running inside the top 20. The best we can get is a one-lap shootout. Joey Logano out in front of Denny Hamlin. Can we go back green? And we are going back green for a one-lap shootout. The 22 of Joey Logano, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, the 5 of Casey Kane, the 4 of Kevin Harvick, and the 15 of Clint Boyer, your top 5. Brad Keselowski 6, Carl Edwards 7th, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, and Ryan Newman, your top 10. Allmendinger, Menard, Wise, Busch, McDowell, Kenseth, Vickers, Almirola, Kurt Busch, and Stenhouse, your top 20. The 11 and the 5 has to get a good jump here on the restart. They're going to have any shot at the 22. Come down and take the green flag. Can Hamlin get a good restart? He does not. The 22 gets a good jump. That could have been Logano's race right there. And now Harvick looks to the inside of Casey Kane. That will ruin his shot at the win. Hamlin still right there on the back bumper. He needs close the gap in turn 1. Logano pulls him off turn 1 down the heading into the tunnel turn. We gotta remember this is 3 turns, not 4 turns. And Hamlin right there on the back bumper. Can Denny make a move? He's looking to the inside. Logano pulls the block. Heading into turn 3, the final turn, we got Kyle Busch in the wall. He gets hit by his brother Kurt Busch. Hamlin, does he make any move? The 2 former teammates and 2 former rivals. The caution is out. They're racing back to the line. And to get a second win of the year, the 22 of Joey Logano will pick up the win here at Pocono. And he will score his second win at this track and his second win of the 2014 year. Now Denny tries to make a move, but a little bit too late for that. And there's Greg Biffle, Stenhouse. There's a damage on the 33 of David Strimmy. Kyle Busch will end up finishing 21st in the 18. As he restarted 14th. Looks like the 18 is going to be turned by his teammate Kenseth. And he's going to get hit by his brother, Kurt Busch, Biffle, Gilliland, not David Gilliland, Michael Annett piles in, David Reagan, Cole Witt, and that's Martin Truex. Can't really tell for the hood. So Kyle Busch restarted 14th. He will end up getting 21st. So Joey Logano is our winner. Gets his second win here. Here are your official results. Casey Kane, Harvick, and Keselowski. Bowyer getting a nice top 10. Edwards, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, and Ryan Newman. Paul Menard, Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, 13th. Brian Vickers, Matt Kenseth, Josh Wise, Al Morella, David Gillen, David Sturmey, and Kurt Busch. And Kyle Busch, David Reagan, Michael Annett, Stenhouse, Truex, and Biffle, the 26 cars that completed the race. So that is all here from Pocono. Next week we are heading off to our final road course race of the year, Watkins Glen, for the Cheese at 355 down there at Watkins Glen. So we'll see you there. And here comes the celebration screen for the AAA Ford of Joey Logano.